Terrific movie. Really well done. And I'm back with the gentleman who programmed all the movies we're showing tonight, Dr. Eric Goldman, an expert on the subject of the Jewish experience on film, which is what we're calling the series we're presenting each Tuesday in primetime this month on TCM. Now, did the success of this film start another group of films like it, or did people try to follow up on this? It's such an effective film.
It's an effective film, but the studios weren't yet ready. They weren't yet comfortable with this whole sense that there's Jewish heritage. They didn't want to struggle with Jewish themes. They wanted to be more broad. There were many Jewish characters at this point in time, but this is very unique.
We have to also say that by now it's the 70s, 1975, and no longer are the big moguls, the Jewish moguls, running the studios like they did before, but they're still shy about embracing
They're still shy?
These subjects.
In the case of Hester Street, you have Micklin Silver takes a story written at the beginning of the century by Abraham Kahan called Yekel.
So it's a story that had been around a long time.
It was a novella written by Abraham Kahan, and it's really a story about what we have given up when we came to America. America represents all of these terrific things. It's the Golden Medina, which means it's the golden land. It's going to have its street paved with gold. But it was not. The streets were not paved with gold. It was tough. Those tenements were, life there was tough. And what did we give up? And here we have Joe Micklin Silver taking the story 7, 8 decades later and saying, what have we given up? There's this wonderful scene in the film that we just saw where the father turns to his wife and he wants her to remove her sheitel, her wig. The wig, the sheitel, was a way of covering yourself, of being modest, of being humble, so that you wouldn't attract the attention of men. And he wants her to take it off. He wants her to be American. The young boy, he's got payas. He's got side curls. They're traditional Jews. Traditional Jews then and now have these side curls. He immediately goes and grabs that scissors. It's a powerful moment. And he cuts them off. American. This does not belong in America. And Silver is looking at that and saying, well, okay, you want to be American, but what do you lose in the course of that Americanization? Powerful moment.
Yeah, really was. Indeed. Well, let's move on. Up next is another film about Jewish immigrants, this family with ties to Russia. A terrific movie from 1990, one of my favorites, in fact. It stars Aidan Quinn, Joan Plowright, and a very young Elijah Wood.
Tonight on Turner Classic Movies, America's The Dream in Avalon. Then the fates of 8 Manhattanites intertwine in Street Scene, and teens take over Rock Hudson's villa in Come September.
TCM brings